Real worship is a moment of rendering spirit-filled songs to the Creator of heaven and earth, as a sign of showing His worthiness toward exaltation from humanity. The musical atmosphere allows for God-gifted talents to use their God-given skills to praise and worship the giver of the talent.
When you worship, the presence of God is always there. The Bible says those that worship God must worship Him in truth and in spirit, because God is truth. So anytime you worship God in the real worship, that the truth, in truth, the presence of God will surely come down.
The only thing Jesus, our God, backs in, He feeds on, is our praise. The Bible tells us that when we praise Him, there's joy in heaven. He stands up and He worships, He dances with us. So that's the reason why, whether you're born again, whether you've not given your life to Christ, for as long as you are still alive, you still have breath in you, you need to give God all the glory.
Real worship movement, according to the organizers, will be a life-changing experience for all attendees, as the atmosphere will be filled with signs, miracles, salvation, healing, breakthrough, promotion, blessing, and many more.
Each time there is worship, it is the King of Kings we are worshiping, Jesus. Now, when the worship goes up, several things happen. And we are created to worship God. God has created us to worship Him. And if you look at what moved the youth most across the globe, is songs. And gospel song is one song that transforms lives. Naturally, where there is a place we are going to do worship, no other thing, worship and worship and worship, generally the youth will come. Apart from the youth, it is both the old and the young that comes to a place. And once they come, Jesus said, if He be lifted on high, He said He would draw men to Himself. So that's just simply that when we worship Him, God takes over.
Music serves as a palliative, in the sense that when our youth get anxious and they are frustrated and they are worried, like the Bible also says, David played music for Jonathan. So it's first and foremost serves as an elixir to calm their nerves. Secondly, the music industry is getting bigger and bigger. It's a multi-million business. So what we are doing with Real Worship is expanding that scope to bring in more people, more young adults into the employment, to close the gap by letting them have a vocation in music. The main focus of Real Worship essentially is to use praise and worship as a vehicle to gather people and save their life for Christ. The crowd is likely to have a lot of mix of various talents.
The 7th edition of the Real Worship program, which is expected to witness the presence of various gospel artists, will take place on the 30th of November 2018 with about 30,000 worshippers to experience the goodness of the Lord.